Right then guys, how you doing? I hope you're well and you're ready to get this season underway as we start off with a league game against Newtown and then we have that Nathaniel MG Cup game against Bala. Now Bala are a team we got past last time. Massive couple of games today. Now we've had a high turnover in the summer. I've strengthened in all the right areas I believe and I am confident. I'm really confident going into this. There has been one game played already and Haverford West have won 7-1 against Carmarthen. So it's been a little bit of a goal fest on day one. However, just to remind ourselves, when we look at the season preview, we're expected a 4th place finish. No players in the Media Dream 11. Again, that doesn't surprise us. I said that in the last episode. So we need to basically be getting in those top 2 places. I'm going to have a big decision to make at the end of this coming season, whether I stay at Druids or not, as they do not want me to develop. I had a rant in the last episode about how I needed those coaching qualifications and they haven't done anything. And I don't know how many more seasons I can take, obviously not getting those coaching qualifications, because then I don't develop and no teams are interested in me. So that is a problem. We have a look at the jobs available at the minute. There's one job available and that's in Italy. That's no interest to me. It's not in the British Isles. So at this moment in time, my options are very limited and I need to make the best of a bad situation. Well, I'm saying a bad situation. You know, we should be all right. You know, I am optimistic about this season. We lack pace up top and we've now got it. And we did a decent job last season. We just fell apart in the last couple of games. So let's get in to this game against Newtown. First of all, the bogey team that we didn't beat in our domestic season last year. So game day 1 then, as Carnarvon take on Barry, ourselves against Newtown and Pennybont against Bangor City. Big thing for us, we are at the Rock, we are at home, and I'm expecting big things from us. We need to hit the ground running, as we had a fairly decent start last season as well. You know, we took points off TNS home and away. It was just Newtown that really done us. So looking at our formation then, we're going to stick with the 4-2-4, control possession, on attacking, with Davies in goal, Hartshorn Jones, Ellerslie and Hamilton at the back. We've got Garrett and Vieira in the middle. Obviously we had suspensions in that last game of the season where Ferreira was sent off straight red and Bayos picked up too many yellow cards. So my centre two, like I say, Garrett and Vieira. Robles out on that left-hand side with Agmeyang out on the right, and then Roach and Burton up front. Now, Robles can obviously play up top if we need to, but we're going to push him out there for the time being. I have got Charlie Edge on the bench should I want to make a change. So our first social roundup of the season then. Ash Ahmed says, yes, Ellerslie starts and because he's happy, I'm happy. Ellerslie still a fan favourite. But Derwin Wall says, can't believe Jones is starting today. He looks shattered. Well, we'll see. It's his first game of the season. Maybe he's lacking match fitness. I want to be impressed today. Absolutely. Plenty of new players in the side. Let's go. Nice early goal. Let's settle the nerves. As that doesn't look like it's going to happen as we get into the first 15 minutes. We're looking okay thus far though, as there's no goals in any of the other games. Got 3 yellow cards already though, as Hamilton, Jones and Garrett all picking up yellows in the first 20 minutes of the game. But there's still no goals in any of these other matches being played. And we're getting into the 35-minute mark now. They've had 4 shots free on target. We haven't managed a shot on target yet, which is a concern considering we're playing that attacker mentality. But the first half, first game of the season, what an absolute blockbuster of a 45 minutes that is. Dressing room wise then, isn't good enough, totally unacceptable. Do I want to make any changes thus far? Tactically, Robles is having a shocker. Burton's done nothing, so we're going to get Robles up top. I'm going to get Edge out wide, and that is my first change then. So start the second half and let's go. As Jones is tired, I'll give him the 60 minutes and I'll make the change there as well. But there is nothing happening. None of us deserve anything out of this, so a draw would be a fair result, but we have not had a highlight. As we get to the first 60 minutes then, Tristan Jones, like I say, absolutely shattered. I've got Lever. Lever is the option. Watch him get caught out with the ball over the top. We kept him at the club. Hopefully he does some good stuff for us and he's solid in his second half. But that has resulted in a highlight. So here we go then. Hamilton to Ellerslie. Oh, Lever, just don't make a mistake. As there's the ball over the top and we lose it in the midfield then as Dacker's out. We dive in. It's a decent tackle from Hamilton on a card. Hamilton on it again then as he goes to Agumang, who can beat the majority of the players when he goes one-on-one against them. Robles into the box, has a shot, and the keeper's spilled it, and Robles has had an absolute shocker, but he scores on his debut, and there we go, that's poor from the keeper. As Bangor City have gone 1-0 up as well, but Agumang beats his man, ball across to Robles, who has a shot from distance, and that is poor from the keeper. But we are 1-0 up nonetheless. We've had 2 shots on target. Newtown have done nothing, so it's a decent result so far for us. As we're getting into the final 10 minutes, Newtown with 6 shots, 4 on target. I've got another chance to make, but I don't really want to change anything else up. As we go into the last couple of minutes, then Bangor are 2-0 up against Pennybont. There's a highlight. There's a highlight in the last 60 seconds. Garrett then to Roach. I didn't think I need to change too much up. Roach just passes the ball away. Don't do this to us. As we pick it back up, Garrett to edge. Roach. Ball over the top as Robles looks like he's going to get there. Robles, can he make it 2? And it's a big save. But I'm glad that highlights to us. Corner ball in. Asagyang with the ball in. Robles doesn't get there. Lever, can you go back out wide? Asagyang may be offside. The flag stays down. It's up. And there you go. It's 1-0. We get the win. It's against the run of play, in fairness. I'm very happy we got the result, despite being extremely poor. But it's 3 points on the board on the opening day. Zach Hutchinson says that was a brilliant defensive performance, great win. And Marley Howard basically sums it up, that was so dull, 100%. But Druids edge Newtown in a tight contest. Davids keeps a clean sheet on his debut. We didn't even see a highlight in their favour. The Premier kicks off. Obviously, the key match was a 1-0 victory. Ours against Newtown. In the other games, like I say, Bangor won 2-0 against Penybont. And Carnarvon drew 0-0 with Barry. Haverfordwest in top spot. TNS still to play. And Druids announced season ticket sales. We sold 75 season tickets this season. There we go. And in Sunday's round of games then, it's big games, these one, as Cardiff Met take on Connah's Quay and TNS against Barla. And the results are in then as Connah's Quay win 3-1 against Cardiff Met and TNS 5-3 against Barla. Yaya Sano goes there. What is he doing in the Welsh Premier League? This is a guy that was at Arsenal. Honestly, TNS, they're going to run away with it this season. But there we go. Games played then. At the first round of matches over and done with. Haverfordwest top the league with TNS, Connah's Quay, Bangor City and ourselves in 5th place. Right, so here we go then. Cup day as we take on Barla Town. Are there any other big draws there? Does Cardiff Met take on Haverfordwest? Newtown against Carmarthen, but that is about it. Who are TNS playing? TNS take on Ruffin. And in the other games, Barry against Aberystwyth. That's about it. No, not really any blockbusters in this round anyway. So team selection wise then, we are going to change her up a little bit. We're going to have Davis in goal, Hartshorn, Lever, Ellerslie and Hamilton at the back. As Tristan Jones, we've seen in the last game, isn't fully fit yet. Vieira and Beau back in the midfield with Stokes coming out wide for his debut and Agyang out on the other side. And then Roberto's going to come up front next to Robles, who obviously was the match winner in the last game. So from the social roundup then, Chris Jennings says, glad to see a Beau starting today. He looks in great shape. And Tom Hamer says, this is good and it's all down to the tactical work being put in. Let's go. We're playing Barla back-to-back, so I want you to leave your mark here. Obviously, we're going to play them in the league as well. Let's kick off, and away we go. We're away from home today. You know, we could go out of this cup competition at the first hurdle. I would like a little bit of a cup run again. As Lalanduno, a 1-0 up against Buckley. That's an early goal there in 2 minutes. Bangor City, they're doing bits early doors. 2-0 up against Prestatyn. Honestly, like, we could do with some early goals here. As we've had 3 shots, 1 on target. We're actually looking a stronger side with 70% of the possession. We're playing in the red today. They're in the white looking at this highlight anyways. Hartshorn to Roberto. He missed so many opportunities last season and still ended up being our top goal scorer, which is a concern. Ball over the top to Roberto and he misses again. Ramsey with the save. Chances like that, that's what will cost us. As there's another highlight then on 38 minutes. Agyang down to Beau, who's on a card. You don't want to see that, as he could lose out. He gets challenged. He's going to dive in and give away a free kick and potentially get a red card, in fairness. As we pick it back up, though, Ellerslie to Beau. Agyang's on a card as well. Robles through to Roberto. Though Roberto, he's got to bury one of these. Roberto, when he passes it to the goalkeeper. 2 big misses for Roberto. But we're looking good in this first half. It's a poor throw, though, which is cleared away. But Hartshorn picking it back up. Vieira then to Beau. Back to Ellerslie. We've got players out wide and he finds him. Hamilton then. Is Agyang going to go on the overlap? He's not. Beau puts the ball through. Agyang to Vieira from distance. Should really have pulled the trigger. Hartshorn then. Ball in. Agyang with the header and he's put it wide. We've had plenty of chances in this first half. We've just been able to put this to bed. And it's half time then. 0-0. But we are looking good for it. First half's been really positive. I'm happy with what we've done so far. We've dominated. Tactically then, any changes to be made? Lever's on a 7.5. Roberto, there was missed far too many chances. Yes, he's got himself into those positions, but Jake Burton's going to come on, I think. That's the way to go. We'll swap Robles and Burton around, and we'll start the second half. Let's go. So Roberto's had his opportunity in the first half. As Connah's Quay are feeling up against Conway. Gresford 2-0 up against Hollywell. As Hollywell have just scored, it's now 2-1 there. But there is a highlight then. Ball in. Burton at the back post. We scored. There we go. Jake Burton. He's just come on. And we are 1-0 up in 56 minutes. Inspired substitution. It just about makes it over the line. Burton off the underside of the bar, bounces on the line, off the post, and in. But we are 1-0 up. And we have a cushion now, should we concede. We've got 4 yellow cards again, though. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target, 67% of the possession. I may need to get some of these carded players off. As Stokes with the ball in, it's cleared away. Hamilton, though, is loitering. Agyemang as they dive in. It's a ball across. Burton, big save from the goalkeeper. And Davies sticks it into Rose's head. But I'm going to make some changes. Some of these carded players are going to come off. Both my central midfielders are on yellows. Agyemang then with the corner. Ball in, he's headed away and he's gone. So I need to change up in the midfield. I haven't really got anybody to change it in the midfield though, neither. Not ideal from myself there. As Ferreira's going to come on for Agyemang, who's had a very good game, but he is on a yellow, so I can rest him now. Right, so another highlight then, as Walker Rice, and we do need to make some, we've got a chance to make another change, as Davies to Humphreys. We've got 10 minutes left. Strong, ball through, it's off the upright, and he's offside anyway. Oh, we dodge a bullet in the final 10 minutes. Britain Ferry 3-0 up there. There's plenty of goals in this round. Newtown 1-0 up against Carmarthen. Bangor City 2-0 up. But that could be the end of the game. So we've got 6 minutes of stoppages. And it goes. And we get another 1-0 victory. We were good for that victory today as well. As we had 12 shots, 6 on target. 68% possession. It's a good win, lad. And a big team drops at the first hurdle. Fortunately, though, it's not us. Brett Buttle says, I think he actually nodded off during the second half. I'm not bothered. We won 1-0. It doesn't matter. Akatu, let's criticise him. His training has been poor. Andrew Russo, let's give him some praise. Quality training, lad. We just need some goals from you. As Druids win in the Welsh League Cup second round. Injury worry for Ellis. That's nothing to do with us. Stokes makes his debut. And Lever shines with an 8.1 rating. Defensively solid. Well done, lad. You know, I am his biggest critic, I would say. And he gets a player of the match performance, so buzzing with that. So schedule-wise then, where are you going to join me next? Now, we have got Bala again in the league, but I think for me, we come back at the start of September, where we take on Cardiff Met and Carnarvon. We'll play right through August now, as I want to get the ball rolling. I can't see us doing too much at the end of the transfer window and on deadline day. I don't see too much happening there. So yes, join me in the next episode for Cardiff Met and Carnarvon. So thank you very much for watching. As always, stay safe, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.